In this session today, we're going to take a look at the components of our AV over IP system. First thing I want to look at is our 2-gang wall plate. Our 2-gang wall plate has an HDMI, VGA, an audio in, and a USB in. Now this isn't a standard 2-gang plate. You need to use a wall bracket, which we'll take a look at in the installation video to install this particular plate. On the back of the unit has an RJ45 jack, and this is a PoE LAN device. It's our 2-gang plate. Our second component is our receiver. Our receiver has a HDMI out, an audio in, and an audio out. And it's also a PoE device, RJ45 jack. It also includes 4 USB ports, 2 2.0 and 2 1.1, and this is for KVM applications, smartboard applications that you might have. Third component is our 8-button controller. This is also a PoE device. It has an RJ45 jack, RS-232 for some RS-232 controls and commands, and also relay connections. This is already pre-programmed and already pre-labeled as you see it. This particular unit comes with 3 sheets of labels that you need to cut out and to put into each button for your application. The fourth component in our system would be just a simple 1 gig PoE switch. This has IGMP snooping, jumbo packets, fairly inexpensive 4-port switch. And this will allow power to each one of the IP devices and also communication. The next is our 20-watt amplifier. This is just a simple 2x20-watt mic in, audio out, speaker out. We're going to use this today in our installation. It doesn't need to be used in all installations, but in today's installation we're going to take a look at that. The next components are all the cables that we're going to be using in our installation. Category 6 UTP cables, speaker cables. We have a 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter assembly that we're going to be taking from our receiver out to the 20-watt amp. And the last component would be our 2x2 speaker that we're going to be installing in the ceiling. That will be controlled by our 8-button controller going through our 20-watt amp. So these are the components that we're going to be using in our installation.